Today, our Bassmasters TV cameras are covering the Virginia Invitational near South Hill, Virginia. Depending on when you're fishing here, Kerr Reservoir, or Bugs Island Lake as it's known, can be as different as two separate lakes. In the spring, the water is high. The bass are in the bushes. Flipping shoreline cover is productive. Flip the calendar forward from May to mid-September, and Dr. Jekyll, Bugs Island Lake meets Mr. Hyde, Kerr Reservoir. It's a strange case of split personality for this Virginia-North Carolina border lake. The fall bassin pattern is much different. The lake level is down, 8 to 10 feet below normal. The shoreline cover high and dry. But the good news is that the bass gang up on offshore structure. Locating these key structure spots is a fast track to winning a tournament here in the fall. We'll show you why and how the pros adapt to seasonal pattern changes. Stay tuned. I'm Bob Cobb. We'll be right back with first round action in the Virginia Invitational.
Mid-September, the Bassmaster Tournament Trail returns to South Hill, Virginia, and John H. Kerr Reservoir, also known locally as Bugs Island Lake, and one of the best bass fisheries in the country. The $190,000 Bassmaster Virginia Invitational, with a field of 324 anglers paired 2 to the boat. Just 4.5 months ago, a 3-day creel of 48 pounds, 4 ounces won the Late Spring Bass Angler Sportsman Society's event here. Now, fast forward into early fall, and conditions change. Kerr Reservoir, in the wake of a summer-long drought, has shrunk a size or two, below its normal 50,000 surface acres. As defending tournament champion Denny Brower of Missouri explains, things are radically different.
Yeah, the biggest difference between last spring and this fall is that last spring, boy, there was just a ton of bass in the bushes. This fall, there's a ton of squirrels in the bushes. Makes a major difference in my fishing. Our biggest problem we're dealing with right now is water level. Last spring, it was way up into the cover. This lake fish is extremely big when it's in the cover. There's nothing in the water. It's way low this fall. It fishes extremely small. Imagine the majority of the fish will be caught out Carolina rigging, fishing the deeper structure.
With bass holding on offshore structure, there's no doubt about it. David Fritz of Lexington, North Carolina is among the favorites to pocket the $35,000 first place award. Fritz knows the underwater drop-offs, rock piles, and stump rows like his own backyard. His favorite area is the Nutbush Creek Arm, where he's fishing a creek channel point this morning. As expected, Fritz is using a chartreuse-colored Pose 400 Classic crankbait, a lure he skyrocketed to fame with in winning the Bassmasters Classic World Championship. David and partner Levon Bentley of Alabama are blitzing the area with casts, trying to trigger a strike, a reaction that often turns a school of bass into a feeding frenzy. And it's happening here, as Levon Bentley's hooked a fish he's going to need help with to get in the boat. The anglers are going for a 5 bass daily limit, and a keeper fish must measure at least 14 inches long. A bigger bass, a lunker largemouth like Levon's hooked up with, can be a big bonus in the creel's weight and earn a $1,000 prize for the biggest fish of the day.
Right now the fish are on the move. They've been out real deep and they're starting to move up in these creeks a little bit. They're starting to school up. I tell you, I've never seen the fish this time of year bunched like they are right now. I'm just fishing a little old stump row right here that's it's about 8 foot deep on top, and I'm sitting in 12 foot of water. The main thing is getting one trigger to strike. And what you gotta do is figure out what it takes to trigger that strike. Different retrieves, different actions, do different stuff with your baits.
At the day one weigh-in, it's apparent that pre-tournament pick David Fritz isn't the only pro to find a wad of bass. 4-time world champion Rick Clunn takes the lead with 16 pounds, 13 ounces.
About a 2-hour bite's what I get all day long, and then I got to catch them in that 2 hours because it's over after that.
Clun leads, but local tournament fans are betting the outcome will be between David Fritz and another Lexington, North Carolina angler, Gerald Beck.
Wait for the 5, and folks, I want you to watch the scale now on Beck. 17 pounds, 1 ounce. Mark it.
Gerald Beck's won his share of tournaments on Kerr Reservoir. He's gonna make it tough on the visiting Tournament Trail pros. Beck and Rick Clun are neck and neck, followed by Mark Russell of Oklahoma, and pre-tournament pick David Fritz just over 3 pounds behind. Stay tuned. You'll find out crankbaits aren't the only lure to trigger a strike.
Stay down, fish. Stay down.